I love it. I love it. Chill bump time. Great cutscene. Great pause. 2. I repeat, 2 scarabs. Best playable ending to a video game ever. I absolutely love it. I've got him in this corner and oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's real fair. Invincible. Yeah. Oh, great. Now I'm stuck. This is just wonderful. Oh, and of course.
The will of the gods.
Here we go. Oh, come on! I hate Halo 3. So, the question is, do I love or hate Mission 1, Sierra 117? Hello everybody, this is JP3 and I am bringing you a brand new Deathless Halo series. We are going to be tackling Halo 3, perhaps the fan favorite of all the Halo games. But as you can see from my intro, I do have quite a few mixed feelings about the campaign. Not the multiplayer, I can't speak on that. Not the complete package, it was the best package we ever got from Bungie or 343 or anybody, maybe any first-person shooter developer. I'm here, though, to talk about the campaign, maybe very specifically on Legendary difficulty. And I've decided that given what I've called forever, my love-hate relationship with it, that would kind of be the theme of this series. For each mission, assessing perhaps near the end, do I love this mission, hate this mission, or is this one of those that there's parts of it I love and parts of it I hate? I encourage everybody to join in on the conversation in the comments section. Tell me what you love about Halo 3 or hate about Halo 3, or both, or what you love or hate about the mission that we'll be detailing in each of the videos. So let's get started, shall we? Let's go ahead and kick off things with Sierra 117. The first mission in the Halo 3 campaign. Now, I have a few things to say about this location and this, I guess, the point of this mission as a choice for the first mission of Halo 3 that I want to get out of the way. I was very disappointed that the first mission of this campaign was not what I thought was going to be the last mission of Halo 2 before I saw those credits roll, which was us setting or being inside the Forerunner Dreadnought. Now, we know from, if you do know this, from the Halo lore, we actually know what happens in between the time that Halo 2 ends and Halo Master Chief is off of the Dreadnought. That should have been the first mission of this game, and I'll always hold that against this campaign to some degree. But we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be talking about Sierra 117 as it is.
First squad, you're my scouts.
So let's get ready to do some scouting for Sergeant Avery Jr. Johnson. You know, I do remember being quite taken by the graphics. These look a little bit better than they did because there's been a little bit of a remastering of sorts here. And, of course, we've got 60 frames per second. You won't see it in 60 frames per second. I apologize for that, but we will be seeing it in 1080p and all that good stuff. But, yeah, they really did a good job with the original, with all of these textures and these ones that could actually move and make sounds when you hit them and walk through them. But that will present a problem that we'll talk about for gameplay that's actually been going on for much longer than Halo 3, that's for certain. But again, we'll get to that whenever it's relevant. As for now, however, I'm going to come right to this place here and try to headshot grunts. You know, it's the first mission, so obviously there's going to be some de-rusting that's occurring during Sierra 117, at least the initial parts of it. I just came away from playing some Combat Evolved when I got into this series, and of course I knew the pistol wasn't the same as it was in CE, but I thought I'd try anyway. Oh, boy, you surprised me there, dude. Now, the one thing that's frustrating right off the bat, and this started with Halo 3 and has continued on, is the distinct lack of grenades dropped by enemies that throw them routinely, relative to the drops that we saw in Halo 1 and 2. So much so that I'm going to beat this guy to death to try to get grenades to execute my typical strategy here, and he doesn't even give me any, so we can only do half of it. I bomb the crap out of the grunt on the turret because that is the nightmare of Halo 3. One of the biggest nightmares is how effective enemies are on stationary turrets. Now normally I would stick the brute and then perhaps if I had one throw a frag into the group of grunts, but once you stick the brute they all kind of scatter anyway, but that obviously didn't happen. I think I pick up my first grenade here. And of course, throwing grenades in this game is a whole nother story. With each of the Halos, we've seen a difference in the mechanics of them. Oh yeah, the plasma pistol isn't nearly as powerful against your standard armorless, shieldless, well, not armorless, but shieldless enemy. And so yeah, we get up close and personal with that brute just for fun, and he bites us through our 900 pounds of Mjolnir armor, and somehow we take damage from that, but not enough to kill us. And we come to the second thing that I really was disappointed with on the Halo 3 gameplay front, besides the grenades. It was this damn equipment. Because all I see it as is a thing that slows down gameplay most of the time on Legendary difficulty, especially on Legendary difficulty, but even on Heroic, and for when you first play this game on any difficulty. So, you know, you're shooting, you're having fun, and all of a sudden we throw up a bubble shield, and, you know, it's... fun is not to be had. Then now, if it's close by and you can get in there and do some punching, yeah, the brutes suck at in melee combat, as you kind of saw earlier, relative to the elites that we face off against in Halo 2, but... yeah, my grenade throw mechanics are going to need some help. But yeah, these bubble shields that get thrown up and these regenerators, which actually do help the brutes if their armor is a little steamy and sizzly, and you know, it power drains, whatever it is, it's just a nightmare. And I know that you have it available to you, but I don't like it either way. I've never liked, and the bubble shield being the worst one. On the lower difficulties, the deployable cover can kind of serve the same purpose, but oh well. And we'll come to the third thing, especially and particularly with this mission here. Something I really do hate. Not so much that.
Sleepers. Take 'em out nice and quiet.
Thanks for the help there. I've never done this before. Why do you start yelling now, however,
Looks like they've got carbines.
and screw up my little stealth thing there? So, anyway. That's not it. That's not what I get upset about. Oh, no, I forgot about this thing. Alright, so let's see if we can just snipe this guy. Got a dot on his face. He can take 47 more of these than I can, even though he has no effing armor. I actually thought about making this series 18 and over. I might still do that with some of the missions. So we've got to get the hang of the carbine here in Halo 3. That was a headshot. That looked like a headshot. I think this dude killed the Arbiter, this jackal down here. Arbiter wakes back up just in time, though, to get his revenge, does he? Yes. Gosh, I just don't know what that dot means. I don't know if I'm just not quick enough in this first mission, at least with that carbine, but my goodness, that gun is frustrating to use. Especially when you've been using, I guess, other weapons, some of the other weapons in the Halo series, including the Halo 2 and Halo 4 carbines. Yep, that doesn't work, and I'm fine with that. This is neither Halo 1 nor 2, but it actually does track pretty darn well relative to its reach and Halo 4 counterparts, but not that far away. Not quite that well. This is what I hate. See that texture right there? I've talked about this before, and it just got worse in Halo 3, particularly in this level. He can see through it. I cannot. It's bad enough that it takes 5 or 6 shots for him to get me into this status, and for me it takes 20,000 of them. But for him to be able to see perfectly through that texture and me not, I mean, literally, I'm blind to his to where his character model is. Not cool. Not cool, Bungie. You can tell. I mean, I love the text. I love the graphics. I remember how they looked originally, and they look better now. They looked great then. But that's irritating on the higher difficulties when that kind of crap matters. It's not so much a big deal when you play it on normal for the first time. When you play it for the first time, you know, presumably on normal difficulty. I think a lot of us do that so we can really soak in the story and, you know, kind of get accustomed back into the gameplay. But you get it on the higher difficulties, and that crap. Ugh. I think I'm finally getting the. Now I like that Berserk. I like that. That's dangerous. That makes sense. No sense of what's it called, self-preservation relative to the brutes in Halo 2. That's a good Berserk. I like that. That was a good change they made. Same thing when they go Berserk, like we saw the brute doing earlier, whenever they've dropped their weapon. There's kind of 2 levels of Berserk with the brutes. So I'm almost out of carbine because I've been spamming the crap out of this inaccurate bastard. Yeah, I do remember this enough to do that pretty much without having to play this level too many times. Oh, we did it! We did it! We got a headshot. First time. Love it.
Blue Chief, Phantom, pinned us down, killed my men.
And what's amazing is just how effective the battle rifle is relative to this gun. The battle rifle is a dominant beast in this game for headshots. Just like it was in Halo 2. I don't think there's a ton of grenade trade. I don't think there's a ton of a difference. There was a ton of a difference there at all. I hate when I get in that position of splitting the needles. Dude, if you're going to walk in front of me, then actually, you know, kill the enemies for me, please. And of course, I have no grenades to throw here. None at all. You're not supposed to get this grenades in this mission, human grenades, until you walk up to the, well, you'll see. I can't describe it very well. To the place where the pump station, the place where the Jackal snipers first show up. Anyway. Boy, and that was one thing that did change in this, well, no, it's different now. It's different how they dodge the needles in Halo 3 versus Halo 2. But I'm going to stop making direct comparisons because that's not important. It's not so much important to make the comparisons unless there's a really big qualitative difference in a change that I felt was just harmful or helpful to the series. Alright, walk on through here. Love the music. If there's anything about Sierra 117 that's awesome, it is the music in this game. This level is something special. These remakes and then this kind of bridge section here in between. These kind of slower, lower key, not remakes, but kind of retoolings. I think here's where you're supposed to get grenades for the first time. So I promptly throw a freaking plasma. I forgot to switch, but it worked somehow. So at some point when you kill enough dudes, you really want to try to get down here fast. Because the 2 Jackal snipers are relatively easy to take out. They did a great job nerfing their reaction time in this game. Not so much their accuracy, but their reaction time is much more organic. That's the easier way to take them out. It seems like whether they're focused on the Pelican or the Pelican kind of mixes up their vision there, that works really, really well getting in that spot. Not my strategy. Just to say, I mean, there's a lot of strategies throughout the campaigns that I gathered over the years from watching speedrunners or maybe watching others play or watching my friends play or anything, things like that. So any strategies I say, if it's a no-duh thing, then I apologize. Just know that I don't know who the audience is. I don't know who's always going to be, listening. If it's someone that's fairly new and maybe doesn't understand a certain concept. Anyway, that would have been a nice area to have a human grenade there for the... I stuck that brute, but... that looked like it stuck him. I didn't notice that when I watched this earlier for research purposes. That looked like it stuck that brute. Of course, he threw up the brute, the stupid brute get out of jail free card bubble shield. So maybe that's what happened there. If you can't beat him, join him, I say. This is where I think I start to get warmer, especially with grenade throws. Start to actually use the carbine more effectively. This can be a deceptively dangerous area, especially with the Grunt Ultras tossing grenades, so just be wary of that. Now we both have bubble shields. We're bubble shield twins. So I'm going to move in and see if that helps. This usually is the way to deal with the bubble shield, and it does help a lot. Oops. Oh, it's gone. Better. Alright, so let's see if these grenades will help. That one helped. I threw it into a pile. Only got one kill. The guy is stuck, presumably. Oh, right on the Nishin thing there. That was kind of cool. Yeah, now we're starting to get a feel for the carbine, and it's, yeah. Gotta activate that aim assist, baby. You gotta slide that reticle a little bit when you fire it, just in case. So it's always like that with a first-person shooter, but with that carbine, it is absolutely and utterly necessary. That grenade got a kill. I don't know who, but it was a big score there, like a big dude. Here, let's get that one in there. There we go, as Buck would say. Throw the pineapple in there, I guess. Yeah, the frag grenade made a big comeback in Halo 3 in terms of its strength. That was definitely something that needed to be said. It's not as strong as it was in Halo Combat Evolved, which I'm still a little resentful about, but it definitely makes a nice comeback in this game. Not, again, as much as I'd like, but much better than that weak-ass frag in Halo. Arbiter, I swear to God, this... You run right in front of me, right as I'm about to throw a damn grenade. Well, he didn't run in front of me. He actually bumped me. You can't tell that. I swear to God, it's not an excuse. He bumped me, and that's why my shot or grenade or whatever it was went awry. Notice how I took out the sniper first and foremost from that little corner there. Halo 2, he would have shot you in the face if you weren't faster than I was then. But, again, another great thing that they changed here. I will say this about Sierra 117. This is really, it does not feel like a first mission at all. It's more difficult than your average first mission, and the inclusion of Jackal snipers and a lot of the high brute ranks are, I think, really good evidence of that. I was trying to bounce that sniper down to me, but it didn't work. So anyway, but it is, because it's hard in the way that it is, and it's deceptively linear, by the way. Don't tell me this is an open space or anything like that. This is a pretty linear mission, but yeah, it definitely has a more of a replayability as a result of the challenge that it presents. I actually think that there's some better first missions in the Halo Pantheon, but this is maybe the most replayable of them all. I don't know why he didn't die. That looked like it dropped right on his position there. But anyway, that's one sniper down. We've got two more to go. The other two, fortunately, are in the next area. That dude, I believe. If I'm wrong about this, please put it in the comments. I, by no means, am a Halo 3 super expert of any sort. So, yeah, none of them are snipers except for the guy we tried to grenade. That guy we just killed over there, and then there's a guy, he's the trickiest, but he's usually the easiest to catch off guard. Not that one, but he's up on the high rock, and I want to say Arbiter maybe kills him here. Nope. He kills Arbiter, that's right. Now notice how I got a chance to, I shot him, and he actually had some sort of fallback. He didn't immediately shoot the gun during the fallback. Again, they definitely improved those snipers in Halo 3. Definitely more realistic. But not the joke they are in ODST and Halo 4. So right now, I'm looking for that carbine that has mysteriously disappeared. So I'm just going to pick up... Well, I think I'm just going to take... This is the better of the two snipers. So it's actually the one... I know what now I was going to do. I was going to drop this sniper and pick up this one and see which one was better and take the lesser of the two and snipe as much as I could in this area, and then take the better of the two down with me. So there, I killed one of the snipers. I think there's 3 here, or maybe 4. One should be over there, but Arbiter killed him. Somebody killed him. One of the friendly AI must have. So we're just going to keep rattling off BR shots and hitting sniper shots. This guy, who just hit me then? I think that was the Arbiter. And it scoped me out. That's great. That guy's holding, I believe, a carbine. Gosh, I could be wrong there. So let's just snipe as much as we can until we come down here and get into this area. But don't snipe too much there. You want to come right here and get rid of the last sniper. He'll kill you dead if you don't. Right now, I think I'm looking for the brute, but just taking out whoever because I'm going to go back and get the other sniper. And, of course, I can't bring them both. Ugh. That felt like a headshot. It didn't look like one. It felt like one. Alright, so this is the guy you want to definitely get. Notice he did draw down on us. Oh, man. I will admit, he seemed to have us beat there, but I'm pretty sure when I did shoot him, I shot him right in the face. But he took it. He took it like a champ. I still think that's something they should change in any and all and subsequent future Halos. If it's a Jackal sniper on any difficulty, he goes down to 1 shot with a sniper rifle. He's that unarmored, he's that exposed, it's garbage that he doesn't. The marksman as well. Given the nerfs that they've placed on snipers, especially in the 343 era, no doubt in my mind. They should have started that with Halo 2, but, you know. Bitch, bitch, gripe, gripe. Anyway, let's find this brute. We know he's got his armor off, and we can headshot him as soon as he shows his monkey face. How's it? Alright, there you go. Alright, let's you just it's like Halo 2. You just shoot the BR in the general direction of grunt faces and you might get 3 kills. Who knows? With just a single trigger squeeze. Alright, we forgot about this guy, but he's a carbine dude, no problem. I mean, again, the grunt should not be easier to headshot than a Jackal marksman. They have armor. They're on the ground. They're exposed. It just doesn't make sense. Alright, has anyone ever tried to kill the chieftain while he was on that? Oh, right before you threw down your little cheap-ass get-out-of-jail-free card bullshit. Excuse me. Bull crap bubble shield. Right in your mug. And these dudes run away because they know me or any Halo player in a bubble shield up close is suicide. Alright, let's use the sniper as much as we can because... Okay, maybe not. Let's use it as much as we can because we're going to put it down and trade it out for the human sniper. Maybe I don't do that here. Where did he come from? Maybe I take both snipers into the next section. I might actually do that and just didn't remember that I was going to do that. Holy crap, I de-shielded the Arbiter. And he's gone crazy. He's going to take... Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. He goes over there and whoops everyone's ass. Delicious. Now, if he gets stuck or headshot, it's that whole fun time is... I think he killed that brute. But anyway, if he gets... Yeah, the fun time's over and he dies, but... There's a couple times where he goes berserk, and it really works out in your favor in this game. Yeah, I think I did. I took both snipers over. Because there's carbine in that area that I can use whenever I'm done with these. That's right. I think if I play this on Heroic, I don't normally take 2 snipers. It feels too cheap. Why is there still a guy over there? Come on. What are you guys doing? Just sitting there watching each other while I'm going and getting ammo? Come on. Come on. Alright, now we're at the finale of Sierra 117. I still haven't decided what I'm going to say. Love, hate. Love, hate. When you do a commentary like this and you start talking to people, you see things slightly more objectively than normal. So, I don't know. We'll see what I have to say. So, by the way, take that guy out that I took out first. He's usually not paying attention. You want to take out those 2 Jackal snipers. They're the only ones in the area, and they will give you fits if you don't take them out. The next thing I generally like to do is take out the 2 carbine marksmen. Jackal carbine wielding marksman. He moves his head at just the right time, and we waste precious sniper ammunition taking out an unarmored piece of crap that moved before he even saw me. So again, I need to get rid of my snipers, obviously, or get rid of one of them, sorry. Good idea to take the brute out from over here. Usually not that hard to do, but if you don't see him, one good idea is to take out his bodyguards. Guess what he does when you take out his bodyguards? He charges over here. But he can't even get to you if you're up here. So if you take his bodyguards out early on, you're busy shooting everybody else. Guess what he's doing? He's just standing there with his hammer like an idiot. Just shoot him until he's dead. It's an easier shot. It's easier to kill him that way than it is the way you just saw me kill him. So anyway, just a tip. As long as you're up here, he can't touch you. And he will just stand there and wait. He's just waiting for you to come down. Salivating, if you will. I normally jump down onto that building and grab the carbine. So I'm not sure why I didn't do that other than just, you know, derusting and just forgot. But I grab it here and wheel back around, and then I'm going to pick up carbine that the other Jackal marksman dropped, and Arby's just going to sit here and play with him. I'm not really sure why he thinks that'll work, but that works pretty darn well. So there's usually some grunts and a brute or 2 that are hiding it down there, or maybe coming from over on the other side and flanking you. Just keep your eye out for that every once in a while. Get rid of him before he throws down a stupid bubble shield. Grab wherever that carbine's at that he dropped. You know what? I might have never found it, and I might not get carbine until later. Not that big of a deal. Ugh. So, you know, doesn't really matter here. The big thing to take advantage of here is this kind of idiocy. Yeah, that's the carbine I pick up. Yeah, drop a bubble shield even though nobody's even shooting at you. And then Arbiter stands in the way. Somehow we still get the headshot. That was beautiful for all the wrong reasons. Alright, we've had another... Oh, yeah, the bodyguards. They're pretty weak shielded. They have really cool looking armor. But I didn't mean weak shield, but yeah, their armor isn't really all that strong. You can headshot them with a sniper in one shot, which is a really nice, fair thing to do for at least some of the brutes on Legendary. So, but yeah, so they were hiding out back there and then came through the tunnels or whatever. So I'm just going to use this headshot weapon to try to take out as many as possible. I see a brute that I didn't expect to be there. I forgot the count. But he's no longer armored, so we can take him out pretty fast as soon as he shows his face. And of course the grunts are easy pickings too at this range. As was the brute. I'm not sure why the Arbiter was just staring at him. Come up here. Throw a grenade down there if there's if you have them, and usually you can get some nice multi-kills there. I forgot that the grunts would collect like that. So I just kind of started spamming the carbine for no reason whatsoever other than that I could. I dropped it a little early, but it really doesn't matter. I just jump off of here grabbing that beam rifle. He surprised me. Just going to try to no-scope and kill everything that's in the area. This dude is took 3 shots, I think, unless that guy over there was the one I shot. I'm not really sure. Ugh. And where is he? I mean, why the hell do you even have friendly AI if they're just going to stand there and watch each other? I did not know he was there because I didn't see him. He was standing right there. I thought Arby killed him. Yikes. Thank God he didn't have a grenade ready to throw. I can't say that's really a big Halo 3 issue, though. I've dealt with that, and friendly AI problems there's a long history of those. in the Halo, or in any franchise. It's really hard to, I admit it's hard to code friendly AI. You can't make them too powerful or too good, or the game will be too easy. And anyway, so you see this little corner I'm at here. Just, you know, run out a sniper rifle at some point. And of course he throws down a bubble shield in death. Now if you can get the chieftain's invincibility at some point, you could pick up the gravity hammer and go nuts with it, especially with a bubble shield right there. But I gotta admit, I forgot, because I know it can happen in Reach. I forgot when I was playing this, if you slam the gravity hammer into a pile of grenades, do the grenades explode? Because that would suck. So I forgot that, so I did not use it as a strategy here. Plus, he dropped the flare, so it really didn't matter. Again, not a great strategy to count on, going with the invincibility / gravity hammer method, because it's always possible. It's rare, maybe 1 in 5, 1 in 10 chance, but it's always possible they'll drop a flare instead of the invincibility. So always have a backup strat if you're going for that. And we take down the Phantom and get the score just for fun. Just for fun. Now, hey, just because those Phantoms are down, just because your dudes are talking, just because the Pelican comes up, does not mean all the enemies are dead. So keep your head on a swivel until you hit B or whatever button it is that allows you to get in stuff. And we are done with Sierra 117. The verdict is, I don't hate this mission. It is a fun, replayable first mission. I've got my qualms with it to some degree, mainly because it's not a mission above on the Forerunner Dreadnought. But it is pretty fun to replay, and the things that I do hate tend to be epidemic in Halo 3 throughout. But it's funny though, because there are a few missions I don't hate in this campaign. In fact, there's one mission in this campaign that I feel is the perfect mission, the best mission in Halo history. Love-hate. So for Sierra 117, I'll give it a verdict of, I love it, I think. So I guess that'll be it for us today. Please use that comment section, as I spoke of early on, to express your disagreement or agreement about how you feel on Halo 3. Please subscribe for more content. Hit the notifications bell to find out when it's hot off the presses, fresh off the assembly line. But as for now, this is JP3 signing out. Give me a thumbs up, by the way. Have a wonderful day. And thank you very, 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 very much for watching. Goodbye.